This is the new Lexus GS. It's got the very latest design language for Lexus. It's called L Finesse. It incorporates this new spindle-shaped grille and also incorporating new arrow-shaped daytime running lights. Standard on the new GS as well are high-intensity bi-xenon headlights, giving improved visibility and making life a lot safer for the driver. Under the bonnet, the 250 V6 petrol is now an option, as is the 450H petrol-electric hybrid. Both engines offering improved miles per gallon and improved brake horsepower. On the side of the car as well, we have the standard 19-inch alloy wheel. This particular model is an F-Sport, so this car gets the 19-inch wheel, which you can see here. The suspension has been completely reworked on the cars as well. We now have multi-link, we've got shorter drop-offs, and a 14% stiffer chassis, giving the car a much more dynamic handling. Standard on the cars as well is a coating on the front side windows, which is actually a silica titanium coating, which means the water beads up and just rolls off the glass, giving much improved visibility and therefore making life a lot safer during if it's raining. The mirrors now incorporate a little feature which is called blind spot monitor. This car will actually see things before you do. So anything that appears in the blind spots on the car, which is generally this kind of area here, will get indicated on the mirrors. The minute you indicate, if there's anything in those blind spots, it's going to flash to warn you on the mirror. Again, a standard feature across the range, apart from the SE model. We also have much improved aerodynamics on this car. So starting from the front, underneath the car, all the way around, even little things like these fins on the rear light clusters here. All these features, all these aerodynamic tweaks go to give the car 0.27 drag coefficient. So believe it or not, this car is probably as efficient aerodynamically as a Toyota Prius. Back of the car, we have a couple of great features. The first one is the boot. On the hybrid, the boot now on the new GS is actually 55% bigger. That's been achieved by relocating the batteries upright on the rear there, and also giving us a lot more width across. You can actually get 4 sets of golf clubs in here. This is the 250, so this has actually got somewhere in the region of about 80% bigger, an 80% bigger boot than the previous GS. We also offer standard now spare wheel. And we also offer a standard feature, which is the rear parking camera. Coming up to the car as well, we now have a unique feature, which is a standard feature across the range, which is called remote access. So this car will actually recognise you before you get there. And then that triggers what's best described as a symphony of lights. So the first thing that's going to happen is the puddle lights, or the puddle lamps under the wing mirrors illuminate. The dome light inside the car comes on. As you open the door, the footwell lights will come on. You've got a strip of LED lights under here to accentuate the door casings. The dome light comes on a higher intensity, and it just creates a real welcoming sort of environment for you as you approach the car. Jump in, hit the start button, the LED lights on the analog clock will illuminate, and the welcome screen on the display will welcome you into the car. The seats, which have taken 5 years to perfect, incorporate leather as standard, heating as standard, even cooling as standard, and they're all electrically operated. Depending on which model you have, depends whether or not you're going to get 10, 12 or 18 way adjustable seats. You know, if you can't get comfortable in this car, you'll never get comfortable in any car. Inside the car as well, we have a really nice attention to detail. Just note the stitching on the dashboard, even down to the steering wheel, which has been completely redesigned. So if you were to cut the steering wheel at any point around it, you'll notice it's not actually circular. It's shaped ergonomically to feel comfortable in your hands no matter where you hold it. Another nice feature of the car is the air conditioning system. A standard feature on the car is dual climate control. So you get dual zone climate across the range, apart from the Premier model, which gives you a system called Nano E. Now, Nano E is a very clever air conditioning system, and what it does, apart from being a three-way climate control system, but it adds moisture into the air, and it also puts in what they call negative ions, which attract all the dust particles and odour particles to create a really amazing driving environment. The sound system across the range incorporates 12 speakers, digital DAB radio and Bluetooth. It gives you a really nice sound system, as you would expect from a company like Lexus. But if you go for the Premier model, or if you upgrade, you have the option of the Mark Levinson sound system, which is an 835 watts system, incorporating 17 speakers, and giving probably one of the best sound experiences you're likely to experience in any car. You also get an upgrade to the display, which goes from an 8-inch to a 12.3-inch wide display, which is also HD and will play DVDs. Finally, the clock, which is centrally located on the dashboard there, is mounted in an aluminium bezel, but it's no ordinary bezel. That is actually machined from a single ingot of aluminium, all going to create what is a really nice internal kind of environment with a very high attention to detail.